I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Jets narrowly coming out on top by 5. The Saints won this contest, but will stay at the third place in the NFC South. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Raiders win their 5th game of the season. Reggie Kelly stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Kevin Falk ate up over 100 yards on the ground and helped his Cowboys beat the Ravens. In the Big Apple, New York, we had the Giants come away with a decisive 10-point win. Rams, Bills. The Reverend Isaac Bruce, ready to go at the 16-yard line. Makes a move, spins, he's got daylight. Beautiful pass. Boy, did that look easy for the Titans. The Rams win this one by the final score of 24-12. Over at Lincoln Financial Field, we had the Eagles very confidently win by 16. The Colts defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at Chicago. The Titans won on the road and will have to travel again next week when they meet the Texans. The Packers won this contest but will stay at the first place in the NFC North. Jason Taylor had yet another productive game, keeping his streak alive, but in the end it wasn't enough to get the win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
Trung Candidate is on the move, as you see, as he accepts a pretty good offer to leave his current club. 2 years, $1.5 million.
Cardinals, Panthers. Stephen Davis
is just shy of the midfield stripe and takes the quick handoff with a spin. They're fooled! Nobody was deep on the left side! 10-5, touchdown!
The Panthers go on to win this by the final score of 21-17. Dion Branch pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Patriots beat the Chiefs. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. Before we get to the big news of the week, let's do a quick shakedown on the rest of the NFL's injuries. Marcellus Wiley is arguably the biggest name on this list. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. Now we'll move on to our top story of the day. Priest Holmes is going to find himself on the shelf, and that will be a major blow to his team. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Vikings win their 4th game of the year. And last but not least, we had the Buccaneers come away victorious. So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.